The Gambia is one of the smallest countries in mainland Africa and home to just a little over 2 million inhabitants, majority of whom are women and young people. Over the last 2 decades, considerable efforts and commitments have been made by governments to improve the education sector in the areas of enrollment and retention, gender parity, smooth transition from one grade to another, and provision of free and compulsory basic education for every Gambian child as enshrined in the Constitution. In pursuit of this right to education for every child, the country's education policy 2016 to 2030 is aligned with the Sustainable Development Goal 4, focusing on accessible, equitable and quality education for all. The Ministry of Basic and Secondary Education is the biggest sector in the country, with a student population of 674,000, 17,000 teachers and 3,009 schools in the country. This poses a great challenge for the government to cater for the growing demands of classrooms, teacher quarters, and other infrastructural developments and materials needed by the sector. The Gambia currently has an average of 55 students per classroom in government schools. The number of students increased annually by 6% due to population growth and because more children continue to attend school. Many children have to walk long distances because there are no schools near their homes, and if there are any, they often lack basic facilities such as electricity, a good water supply, and sufficient toilets. It was not until in 2014 that the education sector started to enjoy an infrastructural transformation from a non-governmental organization called the MRC Holland Foundation.
My name is Ibu Seringay. I am the Construction Program Manager at the Projects Coordination of the Ministry of Basic and Secondary Education. Yes, actually with the MRC Holland and the PCU Construction in particular, we work hand in glove. You know what I mean? We're very, very close. Their activities is nationwide. This started some 5 or more years ago when we were actually engaged in doing the fast track initiative, the FTIs. And you'll find out that through partners like the World Bank, we were doing quite a lot in terms of access. So I could vividly remember, you know, when they came and wanted to partner with us, we had to share with them a lot of designs that we have, a lot of information, you know, in school enrollment, etc., so that they can effectively come in. But our relationship with them, you know, dated back more than 5 years ago. And we have our regional monitors. In every region in the country, there's a construction monitor. So, of course, you know, as they are also active in providing access vis-a-vis building schools and other educational facilities, you know, the quality is of very, very paramount interest, importance. So this is where we actually work with them.
We were more interested in education than in other facilities, and with education we thought, okay, this is the basis for all further development. It's very important that children all over the world have equal chances, but we would like to have all children to have education possibilities.
This foundation is supported financially by the MRC Holland BV, a privately owned company located in Amsterdam, the Netherlands, founded in 1985 by Dr. Jan Schouten. The MRC Holland company currently has about 100 employees with no connection with the MRC institutes of the UK and the Gambia, but with the aim to share its profits with the less privileged. The MRC Holland Foundation was founded in December 2011, headed by Maureen Scouting Wading-Boss, wife of Dr. Jan Scouting, owner and founder of the MRC Holland Company in Amsterdam. The MRC Holland Foundation supports projects focusing on improving educational opportunities in Burkina Faso, Kenya, and the Gambia.
In the past we helped many different organizations, some helping a school in Kenya, another a school in Ethiopia or Rwanda or other Uganda. We cannot travel all over the world just to see, okay, one school has been built with our money. Excellent, thanks. We thought, okay, let's focus on the Gambia because it's also it's the smallest country of Africa, only 2 million people, which is still quite a lot. And it's a country that we can visit every year because it is reasonably close to Europe, has good connections by flight, it has the English language, and it also helped a lot that for the last 3 years the political situation is stable and acceptable for us.
From 2014 to 2020, the Foundation has built 1,902 classrooms, 2,657 toilets, 781 teacher rooms, 288 dormitory rooms, 70 kitchens, 68 school fenced, 108 boreholes and water supply, 28 solar installations, and renovated 1,215 classrooms across the country in support of government's efforts to attain access to basic and secondary education in the Gambia.
I'm Henrietta Sonko. I've been living in the Gambia for the past 29 years now, and since 2015 I work with the MRC Holland Foundation. When I started, I was introduced to the sponsors in 2015. I went to visit them in Amsterdam, and they felt that we can work together. So they gave me some assignments. They gave me an amount of money, and then they looked at how I spent it. They gave me some schools where they had already visited children and saw the need for improvement. So we were working on maintenance, some additional furniture, and supporting those schools where they need. We did, for instance, a computer lab at Serakunda Primary. And then when they came to the Gambia and they were satisfied with the way I was working with it, and I also had more time, and they took me on board full-time to coordinate all their programs here. And from then onwards, over the years, we have been increasing our output. In 2015, we did, that was before I came virtually, they did about maybe 10 projects. This year, we already signed about 60 contracts, and the year has not yet ended.
The couple regularly visits the Gambia to see progress of the projects they are supporting and how it is making a difference in the country. But this moment is always a different atmosphere, filled with joy and excitement, while beneficiaries show their appreciation and gratitude to the couple in different ways.
Listen to me, let me tell the greatest people of this world. See, they are right here sitting in the midst of young people just to make a better future. Everyone can be a hero, but my heroes will be Holland Foundation. I wish I could write my appreciation in the sky so that everybody can see it. Words cannot express my gratitude towards Holland Foundation.
What can I say after this beautiful speech? I can hardly say add anything to it. I thank her very much. And I thank you all very much for being here and attending this meeting. It's a great pleasure for me and my wife to be in the Gambia again. For 3 weeks we have traveled all over the country. We have opened many schools. We have seen many new developments. And I must say, Gambia is on the right track. We came to the Gambia 6 years ago as tourists. We noticed the need for more infrastructure, for more education facilities. Thanks to the help of the leader of our Gambian team, Ms. Henriette Sonko, we are now at full speed. And last year, we have built more than 500 school classes all over the Gambia. We hope to continue for many more years, provided that our company in the Netherlands is doing fine, because it's paid by the profit we make with the MRC Holland company in Amsterdam. We hope to be here in the future, perhaps next year, in order to open Bruceby Secondary School. And we hope to be visiting the Gambia many times more, to open many more schools and to alleviate the problems that are faced by the teachers and all the children going to school in the Gambia because of the current lack in facilities. Thank you very much.
My name is Maureen Schouten Weidenbos. Jan Schouten is my husband. We met each other when we were 18 years old, so that's a very long time ago. Yesterday, I had a very emotional moment, and my husband had the same. It was Bruceby Upper School. There was a girl, and I cannot remember what she said exactly, but I know the way she said it, it really touched me. And what always touches me, that is not the speeches. I'm going to be honest, not the speeches of how happy the persons who have long speeches are, but it is most of the time the mothers who hug you. I can remember that they said that they are so happy that their children don't have to walk long ways to school, you know, those things touch me. And there was one thing she said: we are very happy that you did this for us, and we hope. She didn't ask for a hall or anything else. She said, I hope others can benefit too. It was the first time in all these years I heard something like that. She didn't ask for anything. She said, I hope others can benefit too. That was a very beautiful remark for me.
I was born many years ago, 63 years ago. Went to school, of course. In the Netherlands we have all kinds of opportunities. After senior secondary school, went to university and finally did my PhD. And from the time that I started on university, I was very interested in genetics. in genetic material, in the DNA. And that was the main focus of my studies. During my studies I met Maureen, and we had indeed 5 children. So in 1985, immediately after my PhD, I started my own company. In about 17 years time, the company was grown until, let's say, 10 people. It's not a very big company, but in 2002 it was a nice one. So from 2002 until now, 2020, we have increased from 10 people working with me to 100 people now. And we are doing very fine. We are making a lot of profit. So we were looking for other opportunities to do something with the money, and that's one of the things that we came across was Gambia, education in Gambia.
The foundation believes that the key to positive change in Africa is to increase educational opportunities for children in less privileged countries.
We want every child to have a comfortable place in a school and get quality education.
In the Gambia, the foundation has made it a priority to modernize and increase the number of primary and secondary school facilities.
We are very happy that perhaps 60 schools each year can benefit at this moment from our work. We help government schools. It's only temporarily. We are not follow up after our visit and after our work on a school. We just build structures. We build kitchens or whatever, fences or teacher quarters. After that we hand them over to Ministry of Education. Up to now we have never been disappointed. The MOPSE is providing the teachers, MOPSE is looking after the structures, MOPSE is running the schools. So we see that our money is well spent. And yeah, we hope that the most urgent areas can be done by us. We have last week seen terrible situations, for instance at Yabang lower basic school here near Brikama. Fortunately, we are already building there 2 times 18 classrooms. At least one building will be finished in September. The contractor has promised. So this would be the last year that people are sitting and having education in sheds or under the tree or whatever. The most urgent situations, I hope, can be solved in the next few years.
Welcome to North Bank region of the Gambia, with an estimated population of over 221,000 people. This region has 246 government schools, 19 grant-aided schools, 51 private schools, and 103 madrasas, out of which 28 were built and some renovated by the MRC Holland Foundation. They also built 88 dormitory rooms and 28 toilets for Chairman Agricultural Center, and built 5 new classrooms and renovated 10 for Kuntaya Inside Skills Training Center. This is Ker Amadou Basic Cycle School, founded in 1979 by ActionAid International, the Gambia, and handed over to government in 1987 with 6 classrooms. It was in 2019 that the MRC Holland Foundation built 6 new classrooms, a kitchen, 14 toilets, 5 teacher rooms, a borehole, and renovated 9 classrooms for the school, which increased the roll of the school to 682 as of 2020.
It's me, Ismaila Chun, grade 6B. I am the head boy of this school, Ker Amadou Basic Cycle School. Definitely, Ker Amadou Basic Cycle students are thanking for MRC Holland Foundation for this unflinching support and well-done job. Because at the previous time, there was no enough materials. Children used to go inside the village to fetch water to perform ablution. But now, through the help of Almighty God, with this support, now everything is available. We have taps in the school compost. Everything is available. The work is beautiful. Everything is available. The benches are very correct. Everything is nice. The walls are freshly painted. So definitely we have nothing to say, only to wish MRC Holland Foundation all the best.
Here in Ker Omar Sen village, an estimated population of 3,000 people. Since its establishment, children used to travel long distances on foot to access education in nearby communities. Until in 2019, when the MRC Holland Foundation built a lower basic school of 7 classrooms, 14 toilets, 5 teacher rooms, a kitchen and a borehole in the village.
Man maa ngi tudd Penda Gueye Kër Omar Sène sant yàlla waajur yi kontaan nañ sant nañ yàlla ndax suñu xale yi ñu ngi daan jógee fii ba Kër Amadou di dem ba Kuntaya te loolu yëpp daanuñu xam waruwaay wuñu leen yóbbu buñu demee dañ daan jël suñu tànk yi da ko doxee bañ da ba gune ba ànd seen xale yi bañ leen daa wàcc fii da ñëw school danañ fekk tusubaar jot wala takusaan nga dox bu dee taw la pour nawet loolu yëpp nga yànq ci xàll bi yaa ngee dox da taxawaal fi ne nii waaye Holland bi dimbale nañu da baxal nañu school bi ñun ñëpp dëkk bi yëpp kontaan nañ ci réew mi yëpp.
Kuntaya Basic Cycle School is one of the schools that has been battling with insufficient classrooms and dilapidated structures for so long. But the school is finally under construction of 7 new classrooms, 12 toilets, 5 teacher rooms, a kitchen, and renovation of 18 classrooms by MRC Holland Foundation. In Basic Lower Basic School, children used to be kept in deplorable buildings and makeshift classes, designed to just cover them from the heat of the sun. They used the community's clinic center as a classroom for their students, which is not conducive for teaching and learning. When the head of the MRC Holland Foundation, Maureen Scoutin Wedding-Boss, and her husband visited this school in 2019, they saw the poor conditions of the buildings and instantly approved a construction of a new school for the community. The alcalde of the village gave a piece of land for the construction of the school, which is currently ongoing. The school will have 8 new classrooms, 10 toilets, 5 teacher rooms, a kitchen, and a borehole.
Basic school was housed in a village room where the day that we went there, they were not having school because it was clinic day. So that room was used for the mother and child health clinic. And then the children couldn't go to school. So it was obvious that they needed a school.
The first day we were asked to come here and open a school, it was a headache for us because opening a school without structures, was a big alarming, issue. So when we came, we were using a temporary building in which, we were just being there, but it was not something that we own up to ourselves. Because like every 3rd Wednesday of every month used to be, a clinical day for the community. structure, when they come, we find it difficult to teach in the morning because that structure was there before the school was open. So the environment also, like, that structure was not that much, encouraging. But we were able to be there to make sure that kids have a starting point. With this structure, like being a teacher in the past years, I've seen different structures, but this one, is different compared to the ones that I've been seeing. Yes, and this one also is giving an alarm to the whole country that a place like Basic, which has never been given a school, have the chance, to be given with this, standard structure. Everyone here is pleased, everyone is happy.
Known in Central River region, the biggest region in the country, with a land size of 2,894 kilometers square and an estimated population of over 226,000 people. This region has 2 local government areas, Jonjambure Area Council on the south and Kuntaure Area Council on the north, each containing 5 districts. The region has 305 government schools, 11 grant-aided schools, 12 private schools, and 47 madrasas. The MRC Holland Foundation built 29 boreholes, 129 new classrooms, 188 toilets, 5 solar installations, 13 kitchens, 80 dormitory rooms, 105 teacher rooms, and renovated 153 classrooms in the region. Tamba Lower Basic School is the only school in the community of Tamba, which was built by the MRC Holland Foundation in 2019. The school has 4 classrooms, 6 toilets, 5 teacher rooms, a kitchen, and a borehole.
My name is Babakar Tambir from Tamba Salom. Yes. My young school with my neck grade 2. So get my neck bottle my neck grade 2. Hamun batajo. Sa told ni warona neck mona rombi. Ndax bios xali ndaw ñoy dem ba ñi am ñi jangé fi né xali ndaw ñi ñoo nok grade 6 grade 5. Mu romi boy ni rek. Waaw man dama dem jang dama jaar dara ma ñew daw la ñib ma ñew jaar bo ñew ma fekk gaay ñi ngi programme school bi sama papa neena ma dugg fi ni dal ma jang school so man tam bu non keneen mën naa wax ne man duma jang ndax mag la mu ñoo xam ne dama dem uti xaalis sama morom di ko sama morom ñëpp ci àll bi di uti xaalis mais def ma loolu dama dégg ndigal sama papa mais damay bàyyi ma dugg jàng rek mën naa moom am na lu mu gis foofu waaw may ñaan yàlla jàppale ma si loolu daal waaw ñi ngi am nañu leen njaaraamal daal waaw leen jërëjëf lu am solo la si dëkk waaw ndax yàgg ne jeetu lii nii mën ko am waaw man nga ne ñu ngi leen gërëm bu baax daal di leen sant am na solo trop waaw bu njëkk Tamba amu doon school maanaam bu fekkee ne bu njëkk amoon na school sax mënoon naa gën a nekk teel a dugg si school bi nii comme nii ndax bu fekkee ne comme teeloon naa am school comme balaa ma dem daara wala dama doon jàng fii may dem di daara di ñëw di jàng mais amu doon school loolu moo tax ma dem di jàngi ba yem ni ma door a dugg school waaw ça moo taxee yow man la man grade 2 laa nekk da lay jàpp ree sax.
This is Sinju Alassane village of Central River region. This is the first school the village ever had since its establishment. The school has 6 classrooms, 12 toilets, 5 teacher rooms, a kitchen and a borehole built by the MRC Holland Foundation.
Di wi'etemi ko Habdou Ndiaye mi woni joom saare o. School o dey miɗen hen belti no feewi sabu komin keɓano ko school sukaɓe am ɓen heɓe janggoyanno kono toujours si ɓe ngari min looɓa ko hako waɗi loɓre nde si suka ma yeehi janggoygo artina wulla ta an a weltake te ko addannoɓe wullu goɗɗe ɓe kawrate sukaɓe woɗɓe ɓe lappa ɓe goɗɗe kadi ɓe ɓurɓe ɓe waw dogam boppa ɓe mbawa ɓe dog ɗum fof hana hen si yeehi ha noon school ari he nder saare he jomum fina tan yaha nattoya school o ɓeydi hen an a yoɓani a sodani faɗo a yoɓani jomum ko ñaami a sodanani ɗum comci nde ɗon weltare kay ko ha ɗon tan nde min mbiya yomin ɗaɓɓu sukaɓe amen komin bindi ko ɗo yeehi he 300 suka natti school o kamɓene nde ɓe ngari ɓe belti e dow ɗum ɗon nden weltare addi liggey maɓɓe o ɓe ɓeydi weltade ɓe mbi ɓe jawna golle ɗe hande school o alhamdulillahi sabu ni o si ɓe ngari tan ɓe mbawi fuɗɗo janggugol ɗum noon miɗen hen belti he golle he te kadi miɗen jetta e ko compine bawɗo wadde ɗum ɗo he saare he MRC Holland Foundation